එදිනෙදා ඔබේ මුළු සිරුරටම රැකවරණයක්. සුදේශී කොඹ සබන්.
ලෙන්ගතුකම වැඩි කරගන්න ලව්ජු රුපියල් 50ට අඩු කළා.
මාමේ එන්න අපිට එකක් බොමු.
Tonight, cost of liberty. Epidemiology chief urges social distancing as the country looks to restore normalcy. The only choice. Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa says Sri Lankans can either pull together and build the country or perish. Open for interpretation. Election Commission chairman refutes claims that he told the government to halt the relief allowance. Says it is also working towards holding polls. Retracing the steps of a terrorist. Dehiwala bombers' details were given to SIS and PSD on the morning of the Easter attacks by the Taj Samudra Hotel. All that and much more coming up on First at 9. This Sunday, the 24th of May, 2020.
SMS කර රුපියල් මිලියන 3ක මුල්තැන්ගේ උපකරණ දිනාගෙන අවුරුද්දෙම කුස්සිය ටයිම් සේව් කරගන්න.
From AdaDerana, this is AdaDerana First at 9. Live from Studio 24 in Colombo.
Good evening and welcome to First at 9. I'm Tom Kekman. Let's start with your local stories. Now, Chief Epidemiologist at the Epidemiology Unit, Dr. Sudat Samaravira, urges Sri Lankans not to abandon social distancing protocols, especially at a time when the country is attempting to restore normalcy. He cautioned that repercussions of disregarding health protocols will increase the risk of COVID-19 spread, although new cases of the virus are from quarantine centres and from the Navy cluster. In the meantime, Cabinet co-spokesperson Dr. Bandula Gunawardana reassured that the government is taking every measure necessary to ensure the repatriation of Sri Lankans abroad.
With fresh COVID-19 infections only being confirmed from quarantine centres and from the Navy cluster, Sri Lanka is in the process of restoring a form of normalcy within the island. With 10 patients reported to have recovered within the last 24-hour cycle and 14 today, the country's recovery rate is currently at 60.28%. Within the last 24-hour cycle, which ended at 10 a.m. today, 21 new COVID-19 patients were discovered and 19 of them are naval personnel, while the remaining 2 are returnees from Dubai. 674 COVID-19 patients have recovered from the virus so far, leaving just 435 active cases, which include 29 new infections confirmed today. Out of the 29, 28 of them are returnees from Kuwait and are currently undergoing quarantine at the Trincomalee and Min area centres, while the remaining is a returnee from Indonesia undergoing quarantine at the Palvihira facility.
ඉතින් පහුගිය දවස්වල සති 3කට අධික කාලයක් අපි දැක්කේ අපේ සමාජය තුළින් COVID-19 රෝගීන් වාර්තා නොවීමක්. ඉතින් ඒ ඉතාමත්ම හොඳ තත්ත්වයක්. ඒ තත්ත්වය සැලකිල්ලට අරගෙන තමයි ජන ජීවිතය යථා තත්ත්වයට පත් කිරීම සඳහා ඇඳිරි නීතිය සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම ඉවත් කර වැඩ කටයුතු යථා තත්ත්වයට පත් වීමට අවස්ථාවක් ලබා දීලා තියෙන්නේ. පුද්ගල දුරස්ථභාවය අපි අමතක කරනවා නම් ඒ ඉතාමත්ම භයානක තත්ත්වයක්. මොකද යම්කිසි විදියකින් COVID-19 රෝගියෙක් හිටියොත් ඒ රෝගියගෙන් තවත් රෝගීන් විශාල පිරිසකට පැතිරෙන්න තියෙන අවදානම ඒ ආකාරයෙන්ම තියෙන හින්දා.
As things stand, a total of 626 naval personnel have been infected with the coronavirus. Out of that figure, 293 have recovered. Meanwhile, 110 returnees from Australia successfully completed quarantine and left the Ayurveda hospital in Rajagiriya today. They had donated a sum of 825,000 rupees towards the COVID-19 healthcare and social security fund. In Valisara, measures were taken to send 41 persons who successfully completed quarantine at the National Hospital for Respiratory Diseases run by the Air Force. In the meantime, 276 Sri Lankans in Bangladesh were flown back to the country this morning. They landed at the Bandaranaike International Airport at 1:49 a.m.
සෑම බදාදා දිනකම ලංකාවට පැමිණිය යුතු අයගේ නාම ලේඛන පිළිබඳ විශ්ලේෂණාත්මක විග්‍රහයක යෙදිලා ගෙන්න ගැනීම සඳහා ප්‍රමුඛතාවය ලබා දී යුත්තේ කවුරුන් හටද යන්න තීරණය කරනු ලබනවා. එසේ තීරණය කිරීමේදී ප්‍රමුඛතා අනුපිළිවෙලක් පසුගිය කාලය තුලදී දැනුත් ක්‍රියාත්මක වෙනවා. එක ශිෂ්‍යයන්. ඊට පසු එතර සිටින රාජ්‍ය සේවකයන්. හමුදාවල වෙනත් රාජ්‍යාංශවල පර්යේෂණ ගවේෂණ වැනි විවිධ දේ සඳහා පුහුණුවීම් ගොස් සිටි රජයේ සේවකයන්. තෙවනුව කෙටිකාලීන වීසා. හතර මේ මානසික හේතු රෝගී තත්ත්වයේ තියෙන ඔවුන් ඖෂධ ගන්නේ ශ්‍රී ලංකාවෙන් මානසික හේතුන් සහ හැකියාව අහිමි වීම. රාජ්‍ය ආයතන හා හමුදාවේ තියෙන නිරෝධායන මධ්‍යස්ථාන වලට අතිරේක විශාල ලෙස නිරෝධායන මධ්‍යස්ථාන වැඩි කරගෙන යනවා. නමුත් අපිට සීමාවක් තියෙනවා. ඒ සීමාව තුල එක්වර කරන්න ප්‍රාතිහාරයකින් මෙන් කරන්න පුළුවන් කමක් නැහැ. ඒ නිසා අපි ඊතර සිටින ශ්‍රී ලාංකික ජනතාවගෙන් ඊටම කරුණාවෙන් ඉල්ලා සිටිනවා තමන්ගේ රට තුල තිබෙන තත්ත්වයක් අපි මුණ දෙන ගැටලුවත් පිළිබඳ අවධානය යොමු කරමින් ඉවසීමෙන් යුතුව කල්ගත කරන ලෙස ඉල්ලා සිටිනවා. ගෙන්න ගැනීම සඳහා අවශ්‍ය හැම පියවරක්ම ගන්න බව ආණ්ඩුව වෙනුවෙන් මම දැනුම් දෙන්න කැමැතියි.
Now, in the meantime, Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa believes that the choice Sri Lankans are facing amid global COVID-19 pandemic is to either pull together and build Sri Lanka or perish. Releasing a media communique titled Sri Lanka after Yahapalana Easter Sunday and COVID-19, the PM also criticised the opposition's wrongful portrayal of the President's Secretary's request from public servants to donate whatever they can towards reducing the budget deficit. In his statement, Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa insists that there was no external or global reasons for the economic collapse Sri Lanka underwent from 2015 to 2019 under the government of good governance. Quoting the IMF, the PM said that Sri Lanka was among the fastest growing economies in Asia in 2014, adding that Sri Lanka's post-war economic growth between 2010 and 2014 increased to an average of 7.4%. The Premier noted that after January 2015, the country went into reverse. He said that the economic growth rate dropped to 5% in 2015 and declined year after year, ending up at 2.3% by 2019. The value of the US dollar appreciated against the rupee from 130 rupees in 2014 to 181 by October 2019. Sri Lanka's total outstanding debt increased by 74.4% from 7.39 trillion rupees at the end of 2014 to 12.89 trillion rupees by October 2019. Bringing to focus the foreign currency borrowings by the government of good governance, the PM noted that between 2015 and 2019, it totaled $26 billion. Despite the heavy borrowings, he says that absolutely nothing of lasting value was built by the former government. The Prime Minister also highlighted that the all-share price index showed a considerable decline during the tenure of the government of good governance. He added that even the price of crude oil was at its lowest in recent history, averaging $60 a barrel during 2015 and 2019. The Premier stressed that during this period, when Sri Lanka regressed, India and Bangladesh experienced robust growth. As such, he insists that President Gotabaya Rajapaksa inherited an economy that was in shambles, and it was in such a context that the entire world was engulfed by the COVID-19 pandemic. In this new global environment, the PM says that even the option of going overseas in search of greener pastures will be very limited. Given that is the case, he notes that the choice facing Sri Lanka is to pull together and build Sri Lanka or perish. While recalling the opposition's incorrect portrayal of President Secretary Dr. P.B. Jayasundara's appeal to public servants to contribute whatever they can from their salaries to tide over this crisis, the PM went on to say that the opposition obviously hopes to undermine the government's economic recovery efforts by singling out capable state officials like him for attack. The Prime Minister insisted that Dr. Jayasundara played a central role in the economic boom of 2006 to 2014. He also called for the realization that the Yahapalana political culture of vilification and false propaganda has no place in the post-COVID-19 world. The PM quoted German Chancellor Angela Merkel's recent remarks, where she had said that COVID-19 had hit Germany at a time when the economy was doing well and they had the strength to face the crisis. The PM, however, said that the situation in Sri Lanka was the exact opposite. The Premier went on to say, quote, "Everyone knows what would have happened if the Yahapalana cabal had been in power when the COVID-19 pandemic hit Sri Lanka. The team that is now running the country from the president downwards won a war that was deemed unwinnable and presided over the greatest economic boom since independence, despite impossible odds between 2006 and 2014." Unquote. Now, the entire country is currently under curfew and will remain so until 4 a.m. on the coming Tuesday. With the curfew set to be lifted in all districts, including Colombo and GAMPAHA, for 18 hours each day, the Ministry of Transport said that public bus services will also commence from Tuesday.
President's Media Division informed yesterday that the curfew will be lifted in all the districts, including Colombo and GAMPAHA, at 4 a.m. on Tuesday, the 26th of May. After an 18-hour window of free movement, the curfew, however, will be brought back into effect at 10 p.m. From Tuesday onwards, the curfew in all districts in the island will be lifted at 4 a.m. and reimposed at 10 p.m. on a daily basis until further notice. What's more, inter-district transportation is also permitted from Tuesday. However, that liberty is not accorded to the two districts of Colombo and GAMPAHA. In the meantime, as per the directives of the government, the entire country is under curfew today and tomorrow. The lockdown will continue until 4 a.m. on Tuesday. Police checkpoints were set up in various areas of the country since yesterday, and inspections are underway to crack down on curfew violators. With that being the case, the police headquarters said that 515 people were arrested, while 152 vehicles were seized during the 24-hour period, which ended at 6 a.m. today. Since the 20th of March, when the curfew first came into effect, 62,677 persons have been arrested over curfew violations. With curfew relaxation across the island, including in Colombo and GAMPAHA, in the horizon, a discussion pertaining to the commencement of inter-province public transportation was worked off today at the National Transport Commission with private bus owners.
දැනට සාකච්ඡා හැටියට තීරණය වුණේ කොළඹට ඇතුළු නොවි දුර පළාත් සේවා ආරම්භ කරන්න. ඒ කියන්නේ මීගමුව, නිට්ටඹුව, අවිස්සාවේල්ල, පානදුර. ඔය වගේ සීමා වලින් බස් අත නතර කරන්න 26 වෙනිදා සිට බස් ධාවනයට එක්වන්න කියන එක තමයි අපිට කියන්න තියෙන්නේ. ඒකට ජාතික ගමනාගමන කොමිසම් සභාවෙන් කාල සීමාවක් වෙන් කරලා තියෙනවා විනාඩි 45ක් බස් රථයක මගින් 30ක් නැග්ගාම ගමන් ආරම්භ කරන්න කියලා.
In the meantime, state transportation authorities commented on the measures that will be taken to restart public transportation in the upcoming week.
16,000කට අධික ඉල්ලීම් ප්‍රමාණයක් ඇවිල්ලා තිබුණා. එම ඉල්ලීම් සලකා බලා මේ වන විට දුම්රිය 27ක් 26 වෙනිදා උදේ කොළඹට ගෙනීමට කටයුතු කරලා තියෙනවා. මෙම දුම්රිය 27ට අමතරව නගරාන්තර දුම්රිය දෙකක් මහනුවරින් සහ බෙලියත්තෙන් කොළඹ කොටුව බලා ධාවනය කිරීමට කටයුතු කරලා තියෙනවා. කලින් දුම්රිය දෙපාර්තමේන්තුවේ ලියාපදිංචි වෙලා නැත්නම් රාජකාරී හැඳුනුම්පත පෙන්නලා ලියාපදිංචි වෙලා ඊට පස්සේ දුම්රිය ස්ථානයෙන් ටෝකන් පත රැගෙන තමයි දුම්රිය ස්ථානට වෙන්න ඕන.
ඒ වගේම අපි ඉදිරියේදී බලනවා බස් රථ වැඩි ප්‍රමාණයක් සේවයට යොදවන්න. මොකද දැනට ප්‍රමාණවත් නැහැ. පෞද්ගලිකාංශෙත් රාජ්‍යාංශෙත් මේ සීට් ගානට ගෙනියෑම නිසා එක්ක අපි ගමන් වාර ගාන වැඩි කරනවා. එහෙම නැත්නම් වැඩි බස් රථ ප්‍රමාණයක් ලබා දීලා මගින්ට පහසුකම් ලබා දෙනවා.
In a separate development, a software application named CURFEW, which was developed by a team of researchers at the Computer Faculty of General Sir John Kotalawala Defence University with the aim of strengthening the treatment services against COVID-19, was unveiled at the Health Ministry today. The application is capable of creating a communication process with the patient and the doctor via a video conference, keeping health staff from being infected. This also enables doctors to send an ambulance to the patient's residence based on the patient's condition or direct the patient for quarantine under the supervision of the local PHI.
Now, Chairman of the Election Commission, Mahinda Deshapri, refutes claims that the Commission asked the government to end the payment of the 5,000 rupee relief allowance to low-income families for next month. He said that the Commission merely urged the government to reconsider granting the allowance if the country's situation has returned to normal. Deshapri added that a roadmap is being prepared to hold the polls within a controlled COVID-19 situation.
මැතිවරණේ බොහෝ කල නොයවා කඩිනමින් පැවැත්වීමට පාලිත කොරෝනා තත්ත්වයක් යටතේ පැවැත්වීමට අවශ්‍ය මාර්ග සිතියමක් මාර්ගෝපදේශ සකස් කිරීමක් සෞඛ්‍ය වෛද්‍ය අංශවල උපදෙස් සමග ඔවුන් විසින් පෙන්වා දෙන මූලික කරුණු තුන එනම් භෞතික දුරස්ථභාවය නිතර අත් පිරිසුදු තබා ගැනීම සීදීමෙන් හෝ සැනිටයිසින් කිරීමෙන් හෝ අත්වසුම් පාවිච්චි කිරීමෙන් ඒට අමතරව මා දැනට පැළඳ සිටිනා වගේ මුව ආවරණ පැළඳ සිටීමෙන් එහි කටයුතු දැනටම කෙරෙමින් පවතිනවා. ඒ වෙලාවේදී ඒකේ අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා දැන් ඇඟිලි තින්ත ගන්න එක අපි කොයි විදිහටද වෙනදා විදිහට වඩා වෙනස් කරන්නේ ස්ප්‍රේ කරනවද කොටන් බට් එකකින් ගන්නවද ඒ වගේම හැඳුනුම්පත් චෙක් කරන්නේ කොයි විදිහටද යනාදී මූලික කරුණු සාකච්ඡා වෙලා දිනවකවානු කොයි වෙනදාට වඩා වැඩියෙන් යනවද ඒ කොහමද යනාදී සාකච්ඡා කරමින් පවතිනවා. අතරතුර අපි දේශපාලන පක්ෂ වලින් අදහස් විමසලා තියෙනවා නිරීක්ෂණ සංවිධානවල සිවිල් සංවිධානවල අදහස් ලබා ගන්නවා. ඒ අනුසාරයෙන් අපි ඒක කරගෙන යනවා. දැනට තැපල් ඡන්ද වලට අදාළ කටයුතු අපි කරගෙන යනවා. අපිට කියන්න තියෙන්නේ COVID-19ට පරාජය ජනතාවට ප්‍රජාතන්ත්‍රවාදය.
රුපියල් 5000 දීමනාව නැති වෙලා තියෙන මැතිවරණ කොමිෂම නිසා
ඒක වැරදි මතයක්. රට යටා තත්ත්වයටපත් වෙලා තියෙනවා නම් මේ ජුනි මාසේ දෙන්න ඕනද කියන එක සලකා බලන්න කියලා තමයි අපි ඉල්ලුවේ. අපේ ඡේදෙම තියෙනවා සලකා බැලීම සුසු බව මැතිවරණ කොමිෂන් සභාවේ මතේ බව ප්‍රකාශ කරන අතර ඒ එසේ ගෙවන්නේ නම් නිර්දේශ පාලනීකරණයක විය යුතු බව ද දන්නා සිටිනු කැමැත්තෙමි වගේ අදහසක් තමයි අපි කිව්වේ. අපි නවත්තන්න නෙවෙයි කිව්වේ සලකා බලන්න දෙනවා නම් දේශපාලනීකරණය නොවී කරන්න කියලා.
We will see you shortly after this break. Stay tuned.
කොරෝනා වෛරසය පැතිරීම වළක්වන්න සබන් යොදා දෑත් සෝදන්න.
Welcome back. You're watching First at 9. Now, it was revealed before the Presidential Commission of Inquiry probing the Easter Sunday attacks that the common practice of the Taj Samudra Hotel is to submit its guests' details to the State Intelligence Service and the President's Security Division on a daily basis. As such, on the day of the attacks, the hotel had submitted a similar list before the explosions occurred to the two entities, which included the details of the suicide bomber who detonated explosives in Dehiwala. What's more, the Commission heard that on the day of the attacks, hotel CCTV footage shows the bomber looking frustrated and restless as he appeared to be attempting to accomplish something. Giving evidence before the Presidential Commission of Inquiry on the Easter Sunday terror attacks, security manager at the Taj Samudra Hotel, Sujiva Fernando, said it was recorded on the hotel's CCTV system that one of the bombers had entered the Taj Samudra Hotel at 4:53 p.m. the day before the attacks. The bomber had stayed at room 365. However, the suspect had exited the hotel at 5:44 p.m. on the same day and had not returned. The witness said that the suspect had been registered at the hotel under the name Abdul Latif Jamil Mohammed and that a copy of the suspect's national identity card was also attached to the registration. He went on to say that it is the common practice of the Taj Samudra Hotel to send the details of its guests to the State Intelligence Service and the Presidential Security Division on a daily basis. As such, the witness said that the register of hotel guests, including the suspect for the 20th of April, was sent to the SIS and the PSD by himself between 7 and 8 a.m. On the 21st of April, the day of the attacks, suspect Jamil Mohammed had entered the Taj Samudra Hotel at 7:09 a.m. and at 8:32 a.m. he had made his way to the hotel's Ports of Call restaurant accompanied by a backpack and a wheeled luggage. CCTV footage shows the suspect looking restless, attempting to do something. While being seated, the rattled suspect is engaged in some attempt involving his backpack and he even ignores the incoming phone call. The witness said that the suspect exited the restaurant with the backpack and a hotel employee brought him two wheeled luggage, and judging by the manner one of the hotel staff lifts one of the luggage, it seemed that the bag was empty. The Commission then asked the witness whether another suspicious person had visited the hotel before the suspect did. The witness said that on the 17th of April at around 1:45 p.m, such a person did come to the hotel and had inquired about how to book a room. The Commission then showed the witness footage of the person who visited the Kingsbury Hotel prior to the attacks, to which the witness said that it could well have been him who visited the Taj. When asked whether a VIP was at the Taj Samudra Hotel when the attacks were carried out, the witness said if a VIP with state sponsorship is staying at the hotel, he would have been given prior notification and no such person stayed at the hotel when the attacks happened. Afterwards, three-wheeler drivers who the bomber hired after leaving the Taj Samudra Hotel gave evidence before the Commission. The first three-wheeler driver said that an individual who looked like a Pakistani national boarded his three-wheeler at around 8:55 a.m. He said that although the passenger initially wanted to be dropped off in Dehiwala, he however disembarked near the Vallavatta market complex. The second three-wheeler driver meanwhile told the Commission that the suspect, who boarded his vehicle from Vallavatta, asked him whether there was a rest house near the Dehiwala Zoo. He said that as per the request of the suspect, he drove him to the Tropical Inn rest house owned by a person known to him near the Dehibala Zoo at around 9:35 a.m. In the meantime, the third three-wheeler driver told the Commission that an individual who boarded his vehicle at around 1:25 p.m. near a mosque in Dehibala travelled a short distance and disembarked near the Tropical Inn. Subsequently, the bomber had entered Tropical Inn and had detonated the explosives at around 1:30 p.m. Muslims around the world began marking a somber Eid al-Fitr today, many under coronavirus lockdown. But some eased restrictions offer respite to worshippers in some parts of the world, despite fears of rising infections. With the new moon being sighted yesterday, the Colombo Grand Mosque said that the Islamic community in Sri Lanka will celebrate Eid al-Fitr today.
The festival Eid al-Fitr is one of the most important in the Muslim calendar, marking the end of the holy month of Ramadan after weeks of dawn to dusk fasting. However, the actual date of celebration may vary as per the moon sighting. Eid al-Fitr, also called the Festival of Breaking Fast, is traditionally celebrated with mosque prayers, family feasts and shopping for new clothes, gifts and sweet treats. But this year, the celebration is overshadowed by the fast spreading of COVID-19 virus, with millions under strict stay-at-home orders and many fearing renewed coronavirus outbreaks. Muslims in the island were seen adhering to social distancing measures and restricting celebrations to home and among immediate family members.
Now, the divisional correspondent of AdaDerana, who visited the area of Atalugama to report the celebration of Eid al-Fitr during the virus pandemic, has been threatened by area residents while causing damages to his car. Following investigations, Bandaragama police arrested 6 persons this evening in relation to the incident.
Our divisional correspondent Bimal Shaman arrived in Atalugama today to record a visual statement from President of Atalugama Mosque Association, Najeed Hajiar Muhammad Najeed, about the manner in which the Muslim community celebrated Eid al-Fitr from home, adhering to safety protocols. At least 14 mosques are established in the Atalugama area, and on his way out after capturing visuals of one of the mosques in the locality, our correspondent was obstructed by a local. While some people cleared his way, some blocked it, threatening the correspondent. With the intervention of the president of Atalugama Mosque Association and some area residents, our correspondent was allowed to leave the scene. Subsequently, he lodged a complaint with the Bandaragama police for blocking his way and threatening him, as well as causing damage to his vehicle. Further investigations into the matter are currently underway.
Now, Jaguar Land Rover is in talks with the UK government to secure a loan of more than £1 billion following a drop in sales during the coronavirus pandemic. According to reports, the car maker has been in discussions for weeks about a support package. JLR, which is owned by India's Tata Motors, has seen sales plunge by more than 30% in its most recent quarter. A spokeswoman said JLR is in regular discussion with government on a whole range of matters. This comes in the backdrop of Virgin Australia confirming it has entered voluntary administration, making it Australia's first big corporate casualty of the coronavirus pandemic. Virgin Airlines sought a commercial loan from the government believed to be £500 million, but due to money not forthcoming, the airline is now seeking new buyers and investors. A spokeswoman from Lufthansa, which is in talks with the German government over a €9 billion bailout, will resume flights to 20 destinations from mid-June, including some holiday hotspots. She further states that some of the destinations include Mallorca, Venice, Ibiza and Malaga, adding that flights would depart from the airline's main hub in Frankfurt. The airline said on Thursday that it was in advanced talks with the German government over ceding a 20% stake in exchange for the cash injection. And that's it from all of us here at First at 9. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.